this is, I think this is episode 47. In this episode, this might be a short episode. We'll see. It's kind of getting late here, so. But I wanted to be able to get you guys out a bit of a stream here. So we're gonna go ahead and get up. We're still kind of here. However, I did do a little bit of repair work off screen, so we're gonna go ahead and jump over here. So we don't vent the entire ship. We're gonna go over. Hey, thanks for joining. Welcome. Okay, so we're gonna come over in here, close this off, and we'll exit out here, which is not airtight, and that's still frustrating me. I really don't understand how it isn't how it's so not airtight. I mean, there's got to be a hole somewhere, but I don't know where the hell it would be. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna address this issue right now. We're gonna go get... I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna fix this issue right now because this episode we're gonna be doing a lot of repair work, and we're gonna go find our new base. And maybe we might check out another salvage location. Okay, let's see. So for what I'm gonna do, we're gonna need to go and get some interior plates. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a corridor section. You know, the completely enclosed corridor section. So we're gonna probably need some of those, probably need some of those, probably need a little bit of that. All right, cool. So we're gonna go over here, and first of all, I want to make sure I have that color scheme. All right, so we're gonna go over here. Let's find corridors. Okay, cool. Nope, 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 nope. As much as I would love to do that, which it would actually be apropos if we did. However, I want light, so we'll use this corridor with the light. There we go. And this should airtight this thing. Oh, need more interior plates. I should put more of those shelves in here, actually. Get some more of that material put away up in here. Makes it a little easier for repair work if I have shelves of it, you know. It would be nice too. What in the world do I keep walking over? I'll be glad when I can activate the gravity thing again. Alright, so this should airtight this thing. How is it not airtight? Wow. I am mystified how a particular spot is not airtight. We just sealed it up. It should be airtight. Oh wait, maybe I need to do this. Aha! That's what did it. Well, sort of. It's low oxygen, which means it's bleeding air here somewhere. So somewhere inside of here, we're bleeding air. So if we close this, like that, we're low air. And then if we open this, got a fan in here? No, probably not. Alright, so let's go ahead and, okay, hot, warm, okay, close this up. We're air to, if you look down there, it says O2 high and warm. Okay, now here's the test. Okay, we're still high and warm. Outstanding. So we fixed the airlock. Ha ha! Okay, so let's go take a look and see what we did here. Kinda was doing some off-camera work because my network wasn't working very well. So here we go. Now we're only going to bleed a little bit of oxygen when we leave, and that's much better. Alright, so as you can see, we fixed the bottom part over here. We got that set up. Oh, we do need to do a little bit of work on this, so let's see if we can fix that. Yeah, there we go. And now that's fixed. We went ahead and installed that missile launcher, the rocket launcher that we got from the Gremlin. That it worked out really well. We had that to have for our lateral in place of the artillery. So we do have the artillery in there, and we do need to get the bridge sorted, but I did push that back so we can be able to at least go from the interior to the to some sort of control station without breaking our seal of our oxygen and all that. But we'll go ahead and get this thing fixed up. That's our next project right there. And then of course we've got the underbody. We need to get another piston in place. We need to get the drill put in place. And then we're of course also going to need to be able to set up for in some sort of like additional forward-facing armament. I'm not sure what it'll be. We may take this artillery gun and make a turret out of it and smack it in the bottom, and then put like rockets on the sides there. I don't know, we'll have to see. But as you can see, as we're coming around here, we've also got no fire and smokes that I can see at least, so we really worked hard on that. We went ahead and fixed this sponson. The sponson was all tore up. We fixed that, and as you can see, we replaced the turret arm with heavy armor plates. We got it conveyed, and we moved this assault cannon from the other side ventral to the dorsal side of this one. Now we are set up for another cannon. We have a turret, a spot there, and a spot here, but we don't have any more cannons that got blown off. So we're looking for another weapon system, be it artillery, assault cannon, GAT, something. Went ahead and sealed up this area here, got the glass replaced, got this all reformed. So that's all in place there. We still have this to work on. That whole assembly really needs some help with a capital H. And then, of course, you know, some of our salvage took some hits. And then we've got some work that needs to be done here and there, kind of spot repair for little things that like we just did with that one. But basically we're up and running. So this episode we want to try to get the bridge set up. However, we're starting to run low on our supplies, and I'm actually going to dump this into this, because this is honestly that's going to be golden when we get our base. It really will. I'd like to avoid combat if we can. As you can see, we're down to 442 steel plates. We do have some ingots, but not much. And then we've got down here in one of our other containers, we have 720. So about 1,000, and that's, you know, you think that should be plenty. And if we wanted to do the bow here in regular blocks, it would be more than sufficient to enclose this. However, as you can see, we do it in heavy armor because this is a warship first, explorer second. So to do the heavy armor, we will burn through 1,000 blocks in like a heartbeat. Now part of this is enclosed in glass, so that is going to be a factor too. And so that's, you know, that's the thing. But the core here we're going to need to put in with plate, and that's also going to be same for here, and that's going to suck up 1,000 plates really quick. But I'm thinking we'll put some stuff up here, some lights and stuff. It should ease off on a little bit of that. And so we'll burn through that really quick, but we need to find salvage and we need to find the base. So if the salvage turns out not to pay off, we may need to use that plate to start our base with, which is why I'm holding off. So let's go ahead and get down here. Now we have some options. It's as we spoke earlier, over here is where we want to go for our base, or at least see if it's good, because that's, if I remember correctly, we just came from there, and that has iron and ice, and it is an asteroid cluster. We could bridge the asteroid cluster and have a inside asteroid. I'm picturing an inside asteroid base with a stuff inside two asteroids, and there being a bridge between the asteroids and a platform, and that's where the Lupus sits. And I think during that time, the entire dorsal of the Lupus will be exposed, but the lower portions will be on the platform, and so all of our weapon systems will be basically like a giant bunker. And will help try to keep any drones off of us while we're working. And if you look, I mean, we've got quite a bit of firepower that's sitting up here on the top between, you know, we've got multiple GATs, artillery, assault cannon. I mean, yeah, we've taken some hits. Yeah, we're stripped off of weapons in this quadrant here, and our underbelly, well, we've got the fighter for starters, which gives us one gun, and then we've got another GAT there. So the underbelly is pretty exposed. But I think that if we got in there and got set up with our base, it would be really good. Plus, it would give us the ability to hook this up via a connector, and that's going to allow us to be able to exchange energy and provide the power for the base until such time as we can get the other stuff we need. However, and I turned that to a reddish color because we know the enemy's there. However, we also know that there is a area over here that has, God, I like that. I like the look of these things. An area that has salvage. Now the last one was just a simple beacon. But the other one's got a more involved name, which makes me wonder, is that defended? And if so, can we take it and be able to take the weapon system or something and take it all as salvage? So I'm thinking we start heading towards 4 ice and we stop part way and then we see what we find. So that's what we're going to go ahead and do. And since we have a functioning airlock, let's actually use it for its job. Oh, that's so nice. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we do have some material, so let's go ahead and see if we can put it away. Okay. Well, you know what we're going to do? I, for one, like my shelves. I really like having shelves because then I can, it looks really cool, and this is a supply room. So let's go ahead and we're going to take some of that. Alright, let's, we got a little window here, we can look into the bay. Kind of like that. Alright, so let's put another shelf over here. Go with that. That looks pretty good. I like that. Alright. Well, let's put the girder away. And then this is what we're going to do. And then we're going to fill it up. Wow. Don't hold a lot there, do you? Alright, well.
Meteor storm inbound.
Ha! That's funny. Alright, cool. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and just leave that alone. Well, maybe our storeroom isn't quite as full. Alright. We got a lot of these stations, don't we? Alright, let's go this way. I really gotta reset a timer for that. Oh, yeah, we gotta eat. Yep. So let's, we're gonna have a steak.
Energy low.
Yeah, I get it. Oh, we're gonna be in here anyway, so energy should be charging up quickly. Alright. So let's go ahead and bring us about. We're gonna go at our, what do we got? We got 3 days on battery power. I'm gonna hold off on the hydrogen though. Alright, we're going to increase speed, and then we'll coast for a little while. Actually, this is kind of cool with the spines. I know it's weird. I mean, bridges are really cool, but I think cockpits give you much more of a single-person visibility. Alright, so we're going to turn the dampeners off, and we're just going to coast along. See if anything pops up. We're fishing for any salvage. Oh, I'm so thirsty. We're gonna go ahead while we're at it, and we're gonna knock out the ship, that ship marker. All right. Yeah, mother lode ice is not that great of a deal. Alright, she's looking a little better. Uh-oh, we're still smoking somewhere. What? Oh! I didn't realize it, but it looks like we got a little bit more smoke going on here. You know, you really don't notice it until you're moving. Looks like we're smoking from... Oh, we're smoking from one of the landing gear. And we are smoking from the back end of that thing. Connector, we'll fix that. We'll use it on the base. Alright, we have a kill satellite inbound. Alright, let's go ahead and well, if he wants to tango. I wonder if I got my defensive I wonder if I got my defense AI up. Oh, I have 2 offensive. Oh, wow. I got 2 moves, too. I must have added some. God, I must have... Oh, no. Those are in the other thing. That's right. Oh, I must have 2 offensive added onto the ship. I must have meant to... I don't know what I was thinking. Alright. And... flight is off. And we're actually going to turn that to make that completely disabled. But this will help us lock in enemies at default subsystem. So if anything comes within, I believe it's 2,500 meters. If anything comes within that area, the AI will take over, the defensive AI, and lock target, and all weapons will just obliterate that thing. It's not so great when you've got drones, but if you have a single target, it can really be devastating. So, all right, I'm still not picking. Oh, look! Aha! See, I remember seeing that. So, oh boy, are we gonna pass? It's not too bad. I'm gonna see if I can get on a gun cam and take a peek at that thing while we're going by. Let's go with Assault Cannon 2 because that one was not moved. Alright, so let's see here. Can we get a peek see at that mother lode? And I can see what in the world is going on there. Alright, it's okay, there's the big mother lode asteroid. I'm just too far away to see what's going on. Scimitar's there though, I'm getting a rebound on it. Alright. Now we're passing pretty close to the salvage, so let's take a look at this. I don't know what that is. I don't know what kind of salvage that is. We'll get a little bit more distance from the mother lode. Well, I imagine that stupid ship is getting repaired. I guess next time when we go up against each other, it's going to be as a fixed pair of ships. Alright, I think we'll get a little closer. I think when we start, we get... Alright, we're going to begin deceleration now. Yeah, I want to be able to get this thing slowed down just a little bit. I think it's really important that we keep an eye on these things very carefully on our stuff, though. There's a lot of tricky stuff going on around here. Alright, we're still sliding in. I think I'm gonna at this rate we're gonna go ahead and hold position. Hold off on our slowdown. We're gonna kick it back up again. I feel like those two are really close, I think. So let's keep on rolling here. We're running silent too. So hopefully... Alright, we're coming up on this marker. When that thing hits an even 10, I think I'm going to start decelerating so I don't overshoot it. Actually, we're going to start decelerating now. Alright, let's go ahead and do a slow deceleration. Alright. When we come to a stop, we're going to go ahead and set a GPS marker. We're going to call it Ship 2. And then we're going to launch from here and go investigate that salvage. See what it is, see if there's anything useful there, and then we'll proceed to 4 ice and go from there. God, it's still pretty close to where the scimitar is. Damn. I wish he hadn't found our mother lode, because then we would have had a lot more ice to be able to go to. It makes sense. The pirates have been poking around this place for a long time, so it doesn't surprise me. But it's still very, very frustrating. Like, I really don't want that, you know? I don't need them to do that at all. I need them to leave my spots alone. Okay, we're still slowing, but that's okay. Alright, we lost contact with the marker. Or did we? Wait, what? Alright, there's the mother lode there. We're passing by there. Well, 12 clicks out. We're 8 clicks from... We're actually closer to this thing, so we're going to go ahead and hop onto that assault cannon and get another look at things. We're still slowing down, and we'll just keep on coasting. But I kind of want to see what's going on. So first of all, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take another look over at the mother lode. Okay, I can't see... God, this thing is so sneaky. Alright, let's go take a look at the salvage. Alright, I don't know. It's so far away I can't really tell what kind of salvage it is. I don't know. It might be... It could be a ship that's gone down. It could be a some sort of recover ship. Oh, I wonder if it's a recover ship for the maybe it might not be salvage. It might actually be a recovery ship. No, it can't be a recovery ship for the scimitar, because if it was that, it would be moving. Alright, so let's go, we're gonna go a little closer. We're gonna go a little bit closer to the rocks. I'm gonna keep moving in this direction, because we are not yet getting farther away from the salvage. But we are getting, yeah, see. I'm going to keep going because I want to keep on rolling, due to the fact that, here's what I'm thinking. Until we start opening up the distance, I think it's good for us to keep going. We want to get past that window of being too close, you see? Alright, now we're going to coast. Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me, man. How are we getting closer? We're passing by. We should be opening up the distance soon. Okay, I think we're slowing down, and I think we're at that point where it's not. We're still gaining, but I don't think we're gaining any more on the scimitar. I think we're moving away from it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and keep coasting to a stop, because I think this is perfect. I think this is right about where we need to be. All right, so. See, 1239, that means we're right on the edge of it. And then the 679, still going down, but not too bad. And we're only 4 clicks away from that, so. But I want to at least check it out so that we can put a marker on it, you see? Man, I do not relish the idea of being so close to the scimitar there. I don't know. Let's see if I got any other... Do I got any other ice GPSs? Well, here's what we can do. We can explore some of these asteroids that are within a reasonable distance and see if we find some ice and iron, but I'm pretty sure we're pretty much where we're going to be. Yeah, see, it's holding the scimitar, so we're not getting farther, we're not getting closer. Right. Okay, we need to get fresh oxygen bottle. Good gravy. Dump this one in there too? No. Dude. Alright, that's it. We're grabbing all the oxygen bottles. It's time they all go into the they all go into the oxygen jug. real quick one last time. Alright, no movement. Outstanding. Alright. This is going to be a danger close scenario because, well, in all honesty, it is danger close. The enemy is just 12 clicks away. If that ship moves, I'm gonna run like the wind. Alright. Let's see here. Let's go down to the O2 tank and see if we can't get some cans filled here. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and drop one here. Ah, two will work. I'm not gonna argue with that. That works fine for me. Alright. Let's go see what we're dealing with here. Okay. I'm gonna call this ship 2. I should clean those up at some point. Anyway. Oh, 1 second before we do that. Okay, this is going to be really close to this scimitar, so this could be, let's check, yep, we're not broadcasting. It's really close to the scimitar, so we got to be very careful. We do not want that thing getting excited. Now, in theory, we should be about 6K away from it when we get to the salvage. We'll see. Ooh, this is going to be really hairy, real close. Alright, there's the yard, now that. Let's see if we get any fire. If we do, we're getting out of here. Something just spawned in. Alright. Oh, if we had any guns, it'd be firing already. So what do we got? What? It's not a ship, is it? What it? Ah, this is, what the hell? This is part of the scrap bait. Oh man, this is the. We got the refinery, the salvage storage, and you got, oh no. We got a hydrogen tank too. Does that have anything in it? It's empty. Okay. Well, that makes me marginally feel better. Got some batteries here. I am really close to the bad guys. They must have dragged this over here. I can see why. Wow. Okay. Well, this is a game changer for sure. We'll have a refinery, a full refinery for our base. Okay, if I can haul it out of here. I don't know that I can. God dang. Hydrogen tank would be really nice too. So would another cargo container. How badly damaged is this? Oh, we'll take the cargo container right now. Okay, one large cargo container, here we are. Now that is fully in place. Let's see if we can get this refinery. I don't know that I can carry all that, but we'll give it a shot. I reckon if I can get most of it, then I'll consider that a win. Alright, we got it. We got it. Outstanding. Alright. Okay, let's haul ass. Alright, ship 2, we're gonna fly our butt back at flank speed. Oh my gosh, and where we want to go is only 6 clicks away. Freaking hell, I gotta be somewhere better that's not quite as close to that enemy ship as possible. I mean, we're gonna have to take care of it at some point, but I kind of wanted a little bit more space between us and them. I wonder where the Cerberus, if they... Man, we've got to do something. Alright. Okay, so we've got to... Let's see where this will be a good spot right here. Let's go ahead and get this... Okay, it's blue. So I better get the blue color here. Alright, now let's get this in place. Wow, what a find. I did not expect to find that at all. Let's go ahead and get this thing attached to the ship. Dang on it. I need some... I need a regular spot to put it. Alright, well I guess we're going here. I don't see anything moving our way, so that's a good sign too. Alright, so that's in place, and I think we're just going to slap the storage container here. Alright. Okay, so we got the storage in place. We've got that in place, and we got a whole bunch of that now. We've got a giant hydrogen tank, and we're gonna try to snake everything out of that if we can, and then kill satellites inbound. Crap. Can I do it before the kill satellite shows up? We're gonna do it. We're gonna go for it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're gonna try to see if we can get it. We want to get that large container, and then we want to get as much of the other stuff as possible. So let's zip in here real fast. She can fight on her own if need be. Wait, what's that? That's a rock. Just quick in and out real fast. want that hydrogen tank. What a find. I can't believe this. This is unbelievably nice. Alright, well, that's fine. Alright, we're good. Hydrogen tank is a win. Alright, let's get back to the ship. I'm still quite a ways away from that kill satellite. There it is. Yeah, it's way up there. Alright, cool. Let's see, where is... Let's see. There was... Where was the salvage 6? God dang it, I wish I could remember which one was the bloody thing. Alright. Okay, so we've got our salvage, we've got our items. There's more materials to be had there, but I feel like I don't want to poke the bear, so to speak. I think I don't want to push it. I'm already running on luck that thing didn't wake up and come after us, so. Oh man, that thing's so big. Where in all of creation am I gonna throw this thing and leave it there? Nah, it won't fit there. Oh wait, I know where I can put it.
Energy low.
Yeah, I get it. We're gonna put it under here. I mean, we don't have a gun there, so it'll fit there. It's actually not a bad place to put a hydrogen tank, honestly. All right, let's go ahead and get it. Load it up. Oh, yeah. Let's get the rest of our... We're gonna take this and we'll use the rest of that. I figure whatever we get for the ice at the location. I am not finishing that sentence. Nope. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Oh, well, let's sit down here first. Does this thing need... Yeah, no. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we got some good salvage. And we unfortunately are going to be closer to the scimitar than I kind of really wanted to be, but it is what it is. Alright, let's go ahead and head to ice here. Alright, we're heading there now. Alright, let's go ahead and drop that. Alright, let's see here. Oh, hey, welcome, Minuteman Matt. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna get to the base in this one. We actually hit some salvage, and we got a full refinery from the old scrap bait route. We found... Okay, so they pulled the wreckage closer to where they're at. We found the scimitar. We found the shipyard that they built to work on the scimitar, and... we found another piece of... We found 2 pieces of scrap baits salvage. Last episode we found one. Now we found another. The one we found here was part of the refueling arm. So we got a hydrogen tank, we got a refinery off of it, and another large cargo container. So this is really good infrastructure for our base. But here's the problem. I don't know that this is going to be a good location for a base. That's why we got to be careful when we come up here. Because we are only 12 clicks away from where their shipyard is, and I kind of wanted a little bit more of a margin between them and us, but I can see the audacity of it though. So we get down here, we're going to investigate these rocks. I know there's ice on them because this is where we were refueling when the attack occurred. So we're going to go ahead and take off the dampeners and slow down. Start doing a reverse burn spin. This should slow us down even faster. It's going to make you dizzy, but it's going to work a lot quicker than the other right now because of it makes us use all of our thrusters to do this. Make that number go down. Alright. Alright, we're doing a burn. Alright, bingo, we are no longer moving. So those are the rocks we're looking at. Huh. Let's get a little closer to these rocks. They're pretty big. Might be able to get away with a pretty good asteroid base in here, even if we are close by. Alright, we'll let it come to a stop. Yeah, we got some repair work done too, Minuteman. Thanks for joining, by the way. Yeah, as you can see, we've got the, there's some of our salvage down there, but we got the hole fixed on the side, got the weapons redistributed slightly. And then you can see all the red markers up there too. So we're getting there. Right. So this is going to require a hands-on touch. I could take the ship, but I'm not going to because we're right here. And I'm going to go take a look. Alright, so let's go do this. And we fixed the airlock, by the way. It always was leaking. Alright. And as is my custom, when I'm dark, we're gonna go ahead and do ship 3. Alright, now we're gonna shoot down here and take a look at these rocks. I don't need that. So what I was thinking is there's this big old iron deposit right there. Another iron deposit, but this is like a nice little nestle spot right here. Got iron down there. Got iron over there. The problem is it's pretty hollow in here, but I think we could work with it. It's very pitted and hollowed out. Usually when it's like that, that usually means you can break through pretty easy. Yeah, it's splotchy. And then there's this rock here. See, this one here, we could build a base right there in this little thing, and we'd be protected on in the actual cup of it, but I don't know. Now I gotta remember where the ice was that I was harvesting. It was in an awkward spot, right in next to where the big ones were. I can't remember where exactly it was up in here. So we're gonna pull this out and take a look. Alright, so talk to me. Give me... Yeah, see, I think I can really work with this. I know I saw ice on here somewhere. I remember it was here. We got it from there. That's more iron. Oh wait, whoa, 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 what was that? Aha, yep, see, I knew there was ice here. I thought I remembered ice. There's a whole big ice chunk down here. That's where I was harvesting the ice. See, we got a huge node of it here. But that rock there, as much as it would be great to build a base on it, it's just not big enough. Not as close as I thought they'd be. Daggone it. Well, we could just do a drone transfer. Set up a mining rig, mine it out. That would work. Alright. So let's see here. Now this one doesn't have any ice on it or anything. I don't think. But it does have some very interesting hollows in it that could be useful. Like, it wouldn't be that hard to build a base inside of here. Actually, I think that's a really good one to build a base in. I don't even have to do a lot of mining. But I really want one that has some ore on it, if I can. Even though we are ridiculously close to those jokers. 14 clicks away. I swear if they notice us, we're going to be playing Helios Underground inside of an asteroid. I can't believe I got my thing shot off of the... Well, oh wait, wait, oh, 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 I got it. There's iron on this one. Where is it? The iron is... Oh, there's ice and... Oh, wow. Okay. So this is a really good rock right here. And it's so hodgepodgey too. Yeah, I like this rock. There's iron right there. I swear I saw ice pop up on this thing. Alright, we're gonna go ahead, well, if we make our base here, we do have ice and iron literally right next to each other. However, it's gonna be, well, we could build the platform and set the ship on it, I guess, and drill from there down. I mean, there's ice right there, iron right there, both close by. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to set a GPS marker, and we're going to call this base, and we're going to go question mark. Because that might be a base option. And it would appear that this rock is fairly big. I mean, there's the ice right there. I kind of like that, actually. But I don't know which is better. I think this side here might be a little bit more protected, actually. Yeah. I think this might be a little bit more of a protected location right here. If we set up our platform and drop the ship down, it's going to be, yeah, we're going to call this base, actually. Yeah, we're calling this base. And we're deleting the other GPS. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our ship. Well, I'm sorry you got here so late, Minuteman, but we're almost at the cutoff. We were only going to go for an hour tonight. So I am going to endeavor to bring the ship closer to the location here, and next episode we're going to start building the base. Using the materials on board the ship, along with the salvage that we acquired, I think we stand a chance of a really good starting up asteroid facility, which is actually one of our goals. So yeah. Yeah, I gotta go to work early tomorrow, so unfortunately I still have to do a I still have to do a job. Who knows? Maybe one day I can just do this all day for you guys and show you guys the best that I can do. But for now, this is what we're working with. Alright, for this endeavor, we're actually going to burn the hydrogen. Let's activate the hydrogen engines, and then we can have more precise. Alright, see. Now we can have a little bit more precise stuff going on. Well, here it's well, a little bit earlier than that, but yeah, see, there's all kinds of iron and ice in these asteroids. These are perfect for our base. Alright, let's rotate in place. Okay, we are going to vent the entire place. I go out the airlock, and I need to assess visually where we're at so I can get an idea of how to angle Lupus in here. Yeah. We need to go around to the other side. Actually, it's on this side. Oh shoot. Gotta watch out for those rocks in the back end. Almost hit that bugger right there. Real tricky. Real tricky. Let's get around this sucker. I think my best option would be to rotate us around a little bit. Let's see. And yeah, actually it would be better to rotate around. Angle ourselves around. Alright, let's see here. What can we do here? Now, I was thinking if we squeezed in between those, a platform in between those two would be really good. let's see here. I don't know that that's going to be big enough, actually. Easing down into the spot here. Easy. Alright, I think this will fit in there a little bit closer once I get the get stuff in place. I think that might actually be a good spot for it. Let's see, how close are we getting to the rocks? Alright, let's go ahead and turn off the thrusters. We're going to hold position here, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to get started with this. Alright, everybody, we have now arrived at the rocks where we are probably going to make our base. Yeah. So, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for popping in there, Minuteman. It was really good to be able to see you. And, everybody, and of course you know the deal. Like, subscribe. Hit the notifications when you want to see my upcoming content. There's stuff almost every single day. And then, of course, there's a whole lot more to come with this. So I will see you next time.